The next exercise we're gonna do is our active flexibility. This is a series of active stretches that are gonna prepare you for the workout. Whenever you go to a sporting event, it doesn't matter what sport it is, if you get there early enough, you'll see the athletes on the court or on the field warming up, and most of the time they're performing stretches and exercises that mimic the movements that they're about to perform in their competition. So you wanna make sure that you do the same thing before you put external pressure on your body. So active flexibility, the first stretch that I did there was called a walking high knee stretch. You just simply raise your knee and reach across with your arm. As you do so, you engage your core. The second stretch, which you see here, is a straight leg marching stretch. All that we're doing is starting out with the left arm out at full extension to the side, and then sweeping that arm into the shoulder and simultaneously kicking up the right leg, which should be as straight as possible. So you want long and straight lines, swing in and kick up and engage your core as you do so. The next stretch in our active flexibility series is the active glute stretch. So you're going to raise your left knee, reach down with both hands and grab the knee. Once you do that, you're gonna exhale and draw your shoulders back, lifting your knee up towards your chest. We're trying to open up those tight glute muscles. So grab the knee, exhale, engage your core, and stabilize all the way up. You can see, exhale up, and then inhale down. Grab the knee, exhale, engage the core, draw the shoulders back so you're more stable, and continue. As you're going through these stretches, if you're a little imbalanced, if you lose your balance at all, don't try to push yourself through the imbalance. Just stop, reset, and go again. You're not competing against anybody else. I'll reiterate that throughout our process. So it's really important for you to make sure that you're just focusing on yourself and ensure that you're moving at your own pace, right? Take your time. This is the first phase of your program. It's the first week of this workout. Make sure that you take the time to get the fundamentals down so that we can move faster in the ensuing phases. Next up, we have your active quad stretch. So you're gonna stand up with really good posture, chin up, chest up, abs tight, put one arm up. If it's the left arm, you take the right leg, bring it back, grab the ankle, and then as you can see, you're gonna kind of pull your foot closer to your butt and lean forward simultaneously. If you find again that you're imbalanced while you're doing this, make sure that you remember to breathe and engage your core. So from the top of the movement, once you grab that ankle, you exhale, engage your core, stabilize your body, and then inhale when you return to your starting position. The next exercise in our flexibility sequence is our external rotation for the hips. So again, good posture, chin up, chest up, abs tight, and all that you're really doing here is you're picking up your knee. It's called a chamber. It just means that you're picking your knee up to hip level, and then you're going to externally rotate that leg. So just rotate out, open up the adductors and the groin. Once you pick up that knee, you're gonna exhale and rotate out, and then inhale in between movements. Last active stretch in our flexibility sequence here is our discus rotation. So when you do this the first time, I want you to spread your feet apart wide and create a right angle with your feet. The left foot should be forward, the right foot should be pointing out. Your ankles or heels, your heels should be on the same line, right? Create a right angle with your feet, as you can see in the video. Initially, I just want you to rotate. Don't swing your arms. Make sure that your arms stay in one fixed position, and the rotation comes from your hips, not your arms. You're not swinging your arms, you're swinging your hips. You're turning your hips, rotating your hips. Once you get the rotation down, and you can see there with my right foot, every time you rotate, you pivot that right foot. Once you get the rotation down, then you can incorporate the drop. Right? And on that drop or that lunge, it's extremely important that your technique is sound. So let's talk about that now. Chin up, chest up, abs tight, right foot forward, left foot out to the side. You're gonna exhale and rotate. When you rotate, you pivot the back foot. In this case, it's the left foot. Right? So pivot just means that you elevate the heel and you rotate until the foot is facing the same direction as the right foot. Once you get that down, as you can see in the video, then you can drop down into your lunge. When you do that, you want your head, shoulder, and the back knee to be in one straight line, as you can see here in the video. You also want to make sure that that front knee stays behind the toes. If that knee is protruding over the toes, it can cause a lot of pain to the patella. So make sure that you go slow, don't rush, follow the cues that I'm giving you for optimal results. Next, we have our bear crawl stretch. This is a staple stretch in the program. You're gonna reach down, walk your hands out, go to plank position, do one good push-up. Now, when you do that push-up, you want your elbows to stay down and in. Inhale down and then exhale up. Then you're gonna push yourself to downward dog immediately and slowly walk your feet into your hands. Everybody's body type is a little bit different. If your feet are close together, you might have a hard time walking your feet in. If that's the case, make sure that you spread your feet apart a little bit wider. Also, if you have tight glutes, tight hips, tight lower back, you may have a problem walking your feet all the way into your hands. So just widen your base until you're able to incorporate more flexibility and do this with your full range of motion.